Look at how crusty that is. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Blue Exodus. In this week's episode, we're going to be trying to figure out why this thing was missing on the water. If you check my last video, it would run pretty good at idle, but once it got up to speed, it just kept lagging. And I'm going to check the plugs in it. Actually, I'm going to replace the plugs with the correct kind. I've already checked the gap on them. Everything is good. And then we'll be torquing them down and checking the fuel and see if there's any kind of like water in the fuel. Just kind of investigation. So stay tuned and we're going to figure it out. All the boots look really good and decent. I mean, they're in decent shape for how old this is. It's a 2000. Doesn't look like there's any corrosion on the inside there. Looks pretty good. Let's take out this side here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, they were not tight at all. Seems to be the case with this boat, as everything is loose. I don't get it. I don't know why people don't tighten the stuff down. Should be 20 pounds. Is what I've read. I'm super curious to see what it looks like. We'll know if it's been replaced or not. They do look like they're the correct plugs. I did buy a new fuel line. Ooh. Yeah, check that out. Looks like it's burning a little lean. It smells like fuel. Definitely burning lean. It definitely needs plugs. Let's see what the other ones look like. Not tight at all. I mean, that's insane. Could be one reason why it's not running good right there. I don't get it. Why don't people tighten up stuff? What's going on with the world? And the block, like I said, doesn't have really any corrosion on it or anything. Look at that one. That one's just black. Super black. All right, let's get this other one out. I figured we start with the easy stuff first. I have a new fuel filter. I want to drain the one that we have. And before I do that, I might take the bulb on the inside of the boat and just pull some fuel out of the tank before I go put a new fuel filter in it, because I feel like that's a smart thing to do, and see how bad the fuel is, which, like I said in my couple videos back, I'm pretty sure the owner used non-ethanol fuel, so I had really high hopes. But I mean, it could just be plugs behind door number 3. What could it look like? Black, a little burned. These are iridium plugs. I know I said that already, but whatever. All right, all these ones have already been gapped. It's 0.80 millimeter is what you're looking for. And since they're the correct plugs, all of them, I've already taken them out of the box here and looked at them. But we'll do a comparison. Let me look for the worst one. If you look here, you can tell how burned that edge is between this one. So I bet this will help a lot. Let's get these put back in. I was talking to one of my mechanic buddies and he said that these are pretty easy to cross thread, but we won't have to worry about that because I'm going to hand thread it in there as far as I can. She's all torqued. Let's get them wires back on there. We're going to do the other side. Wow. I don't even think that one was even on there. Well, that could have been it right there. It's always something. There's a little corrosion in there, but not too bad. This one's the worst of all down here, into the abyss. There we go. Those ones are gonna be real fun. We'll get them. We won't let it beat us. It's a hot one down here in Florida. It's been pretty dry actually, so we're praying on some rain here in the next couple of days, and we're out here burning up. So now we're gonna, sorry about the sun guys, we're gonna check the fuel tank and we're gonna put it in a bottle to make sure there's no separation. So I'm gonna hop in the boat and take the bulb off and squirt it in a bottle, and we'll see what happens. It's got a little one-hole strap here to hold it in place. Little screw. Should come out fairly easy, look at that. And I'll just take off this end and squirt it into my little half a water bottle, and we'll see what that looks like, and we'll know what we're working with. If we got to drain this tank out, which I'm hoping we don't, but it's looking like we might have to. And there's only one hose clamp on this, so you know that that's not rated. It should have two. Any kind of fuel connection should have two, and I'm sure you guys know that, but this is a 3/8 hose. Oh yeah, get that all over the electrical. That's great. What a great idea they had there. Let's see what we got out of the tank. She's flowing. There's so much water in this bilge, it's insane. That's what it looks like. It just looks like old fuel. I'm gonna try to get some more in there. I got a little bit more. We're gonna let this sit out and see if it separates on us. It actually doesn't look that bad. All right, whew. Now that I'm sweating bullets, look who decided to show up.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. All right, so check this fuel out. Check it out. It does not look bad at all. It just looks like old fuel. There's no separation. I think that we could burn that out no problem, in my opinion. Another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is there is no fuel water separator on this boat anywhere. I've looked, it's not anywhere. Now, there's a fuel filter on the motor. So I got a question. Do you think that this motor will not be able to pull the fuel through a fuel water separator with the fuel filter in the VST? Or should I put a fuel water separator on it? And I'm only gonna run non-ethanol fuel, you know, we talked about that, but I just want your opinion. Let me know. Now, another issue that I'm having is I got this primer ball, I got a little bit of fuel through it, but it's not really feeling like it's real firm. And I can feel a little fuel going through it. I know I just drained it, but now I just worked on a, what was it, a 16-foot Fisherman. It was a 98 Wellcraft. And there's a pickup tube in the bottom of the tank, and there's a little screen on it. And that little screen ends up getting clogged, and it basically doesn't let the motor get the fuel that it needs. Now I'm betting that's exactly what's wrong with this one, but look how crusty this is. Look at how crusty that is. So that pickup tube is right here, and I'd have to take this off and unscrew it and then look at it from the inside. And that guy right there, we might not be able to get it off, but there's only one way to find out. I think we should take it off. All right, I just scored it with a knife. Oh yeah, she's squirting fuel. There it is. Try to hold it up. See how crusty it looks now. All the dirt on the side is from... It doesn't look bad. Send it. All right, now we got to get that thing off because I'm almost betting that the pickup tube has a screen in it. So let's try to get that out of there. I got him in the hole. Let's go. Talk to me. Did it strip out?
No, it's loose, but
it's loose?
I'm hitting the support.
Okay. Did that fit it?
Yeah, 3/4 fit it.
Sweet. Look at that. Man, that's amazing. I didn't think it was going to come out that easy. Yep, pull this guy out and see how crusty it is. Oh man, it doesn't even want to come out. I thought it was going to be a little bit different of a style. They have ones that are like pressed inside the tube, but that one doesn't look nearly as bad. So I might just clean this off. What do you think? Should we get a new one?
Clean it.
Just clean it, yeah. Keep the cost low. It doesn't look too bad, actually. So, it's got some crud on it, no doubt. Put some carb cleaner on it. Blow it out real good. And send her back in. What do you think?
You got a lighter so we can look down in there?
Oh, you need a lighter?
Yeah, match, lighter, something. Can't see shit.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good idea, bro. Oh, man. I mean, I've seen worse. We're going to send it. We're going to put it back in. We just decided to go ahead and change the fuel line. This is all they had at the marine store. It's a Sierra brand. Should work. It's going to be better than what it was. 3/8 inside diameter. And we're going to pull it in. Hopefully it goes well. We don't have any electrical tape, but we do have a barb. We do have a barb.
Take a look at this.
Yeah.
Walk on that deck. See how soft that floor is.
Can you see it? It's not, I mean, it's squishy, but you ready to try it?
Let's go.
All right, here goes nothing. If we lose it, we're gonna be in trouble. What was that?
Nothing.
Look at that, new fuel line, let's go. Nicely installed. And got 2 hose clamps on there. So we got the new fuel line all prepped. And it took us a while to get it through, but the fuel does not look bad. Just got home from work and I just wanted to add in the video that I have a Quicksilver Quick Clean engine and fuel system cleaner. This was recommended by one of you guys. I appreciate it. So we're gonna add that in the tank and also add some more fresh fuel to kind of dilute that old fuel. You know, all your comments matter and I read every one of them. And let's get back to it. I think we're gonna fire this thing up now that we got it all primed up, new plugs in it. Let's see what she does. Yep. Ooh. Dang, she died again. Until next time, Mr. Mercury. Get on there. I don't know if we got it completely figured out, but I think we're moving in the right direction. So we still got a little bit more stuff to do. Fuel filter and stuff and, you know, a little odds and ends, but I think we got some progress on it. I hope you liked this video and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.